Alright guys, what I want to talk to you about today about is list building and how you can actually make money by doing it. Now, anybody watching this, you guys obviously have some sort of idea that list building is where the money's at, and that's exactly where your asset is in this business. It's in the list. You know, if you build it, it will come. Well, let's go over a couple quick things how to build an email list. One, you're going to need a capture page. And I'm going to go over 3 things you need on this capture page to have people just diving into your list. Alright, so here's your capture page. There's really 3 main things that you're going to need on it. One, you need a killer headline. Alright, real bold. You could even have it in red. I'm just going to use a black marker, but whatever. You can do this in red. It has to stand out. It has to catch the reader's attention. You have about 3 to 5 seconds, sometimes not even that long, to catch the reader's attention and to see if it's even worth their time to read anything else on this capture page. So it needs to have something bold, outlandish. Like a lot of times I'll just use my successes. Use a result of your last success. It doesn't even matter what it is. It could be, hey, let me show you how I'm generating 5 leads a day on autopilot without even working. Or let me show you how I generate 32 leads, how I generated 32 leads yesterday using this one simple formula. A really good one starting off to create curiosity, to create that excitement, is just something simple. A simple 3-step formula. Excuse my spelling. Simple 3-step formula to a lucrative solution to an overcomplicated marketing world. And hopefully you guys can see that. If not, I'm going to break it down real quick for you. And I would do things like I would make this red 3-step formula just to make it stand out. Maybe a lucrative solution. I'd probably put that in bold and red as well. But let's analyze this real quick. One, simple. What are people looking for? A simple way to achieve their goals. A simple way to solve their problem. That's what you're there to solve this problem right here. 3-step formula. This tells people, hey, if I follow these 3 steps, it must be kind of a no-brainer. If I do these 3 things, it's like step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. Step 3, do that. People like structure. People like to know that they're not just going to be like bombarded with more stuff on the other side. It's 3 simple steps. That's it. Lucrative solution. Obviously, this 3-step formula must make some sort of money. So throw that in there. People want to look for a successful solution. They don't want to waste their time with something that's, hey, here's how to stay dead broke in your business. Sign up here. Nobody's going to sign up for that. And then this is exposing the pain, to an overcomplicated marketing world. Online marketing, as you guys know, there's a million and one things out there that people are telling you to do. Do this on YouTube. Do this on, Craigslist. Hit this on SEO marketing, article marketing. There's a million things going on. And for most people, it just bombards you with so much information that it's like information overload and nothing gets accomplished. So just as 3 simple steps. This is exposing their pain. And then this is the solution to the pain. Now here's another key component. That was 1. That was just your bold headline. That's your headline. So 1, headline. Write that down. You gotta have a killer headline. Killer beat? Alright, anyway. Next, it's real simple. You could just have a couple bullet points. I usually never do more than 3. 3 is kind of like my go-to number. I don't know if 3 seems to work. But, and I just write inside you'll get. Hopefully you guys can see this. inside you'll get. And now I don't really tell them a whole lot of what they're really going to get. I let these bullet points build more curiosity. I'll say something like one of my capture pages, it's 3 weird marketing tricks. 3 weird marketing tricks that'll help you generate more leads in your business without doing any more work. I'd add that. I'm not going to write it in there because I'm running out of space here. But, create more curiosity. Hey, what are these 3 weird marketing tricks? Am I doing them? Am I leaving these out of my business? And they're going to generate me more leads without doing any more work? Sounds good to me. Let me find out what these things are. Another one I use is I like psychology and like hypnotic language. Like different words you can use to create curiosity. Different words and structures you can use to persuade and influence people to join your business. Just join your list right now. But throw that in there. Throw maybe one more in there. I mean, 1 or 2 is really fine. I stick to 3. What's the other one I always throw in there? Just tips on, it could be tips on anything. It depends what your niche is, but if it's online marketing, I throw in there, new ways, or untapped ways, put untapped. Untapped ways to grow a bigger list. Bam, that's easy. Okay, I totally ran out of room here. So, 2, you're going to have your 3 bullets. And then with those, make sure you're creating if I spelled that wrong, don't sue me. My spelling and handwriting is terrible. Create the curiosity. That's really what this is all about. You need to build up enough curiosity and mystery for them to put their name into that spot right there. Marley, wait. Sorry, I knocked on the... You think somebody's knocking on the door. Alright, next. This is a key component. Let me get a different color so you guys can see this. This is huge right here. It's so simple. So simple. But yet I see so few marketers actually using this. And it's simply just an arrow. Alright? You need an arrow. It doesn't matter where it's going from. Bam. That's it. Do something like that. You can have one of these things. Color it in. Whatever. Bam. You need an arrow. What does an arrow do? Arrow is going to draw your eyes, subconsciously and consciously, down to where you want to go. Show your audience where they're supposed to go. Tell them what they're supposed to do next. And then, all you need is the button. Email. Bam. Have your little email spot right there. Now, obviously, the less you have here, the more conversions you're going to get. If you're only asking for their email address, you're going to see a lot higher conversion. If you throw in their name up there, name doesn't slow it down as much, but the more they have to put in, the less conversions you're going to see. So if you're just looking right now just to build your list fast, just ask for their email address. It's a real simple way. This arrow, just adding that arrow is going to increase your conversions. It's crazy. It's nuts. But what it does subconsciously, it draws your eyes down to where it's supposed to go. Most people won't even read this. They'll see your headline. They'll be like, I'm in. Take me where I need to be. Go down here. Bam. Fill out your email address. I'll see you on the other side. That's it. It's really that simple. That's all it takes to build a good capture page. If you have no idea what you're doing building a capture page, you can go to like Elance, or maybe, even Fiverr, $5. You can probably get somebody to do this. It doesn't take a whole lot of knowledge. I just use WordPress, and the business I have actually gives you capture pages. That's pretty much that. You can learn a lot more. Click on the link below. I'm going to throw a link in here below, depending on where you're seeing this video. I'll show you some proof and show you some examples of some capture pages actually on my screen. So go ahead and click the link below. Follow these easy steps. Start building your capture pages. start growing your list, because your list, that's where the money's at. That is your business asset. So until next time, I'll see you later. Have a good one, guys.